Most gardeners spend all summer tending to sprawling, overgrown tomato plants, only to harvest a handful of fruit. But a properly managed plant has the potential to produce dozens of heavy, bright red tomatoes. In the wild, tomato plants are designed for high productivity, but when they encounter the stress of poor soil, weak roots, or overcrowded branches, they prioritize survival. Instead of producing fruit, they spend their limited resources on growing extra leaves. Over the next few minutes, we will walk through 5 natural steps to correct this. You will learn how to physically redirect your plant's energy away from maintenance and straight into fruit production. Before we begin, you must gather your materials. You need an established tomato plant, some compost or well-decomposed manure, organic mulch like straw or leaves, a sturdy stake or cage, and natural potassium and phosphorus sources. By changing the physical environment and structure, we can tip the scales toward fruit production, moving the plant closer to its full genetic potential. Step 1 is establishing the right environment. Walk out to your plant and assess the immediate surrounding area for any buildings, trees, or other plants blocking the light. Tomatoes require at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight every day. Proper spacing ensures sunlight reaches every leaf to trigger flower production, while providing the airflow needed to prevent fungal diseases. Next, apply a thick ring of organic compost or well-decomposed cow manure directly to the soil around the base of the main stem. This organic material acts as a slow-release pantry for the roots. It provides a steady supply of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium to support the metabolic demands of heavy growth. Establishing this combination of deep soil nutrition and full sun exposure stops the plant from struggling. With its basic needs met, it can safely transition out of survival mode and into growth mode. Step 2 is managing where the plant sends its resources. Left to its own devices, a tomato plant will continuously grow new, leafy branches that consume nutrients without ever producing a single fruit. We stop this energy drain by targeting a specific part of the plant anatomy, the sucker shoot. Follow the vertical main stem up until you find a horizontal side branch. Right in the center of that V-shaped junction is the small sucker shoot. While the sucker is still small, gently pinch it off using your fingers. Accuracy is absolutely vital when pruning your plant here. If you accidentally cut the main horizontal branches instead of the sucker, you remove the flowers and future fruit on that entire stem. Systematically removing these suckers closes off unproductive pathways. The plant's internal nutrient pipeline is forced directly into existing flowers rather than being spread across a thicket of leaves. Step 3 is correcting how we water. A common maintenance error is applying frequent, light daily waterings only to the soil surface. This inconsistent moisture creates stress that causes the blossoms to drop off and leads to cracked skins on the developing fruit. This comparison shows the physical results. Shallow watering creates weak roots, clustered at the top layer of dirt. Deep, consistent watering forces the roots to grow downwards, creating a robust system capable of supporting heavy fruit loads. Once the soil is deeply watered, lock that moisture in. Lay down a 2-inch layer of straw or dried leaves directly over the wet dirt around the base of the plant. Deep watering combined with a thick mulch layer acts as an environmental shield. It regulates temperature and protects the root system from drought stress while the fruits are maturing. Step 4 focuses on the structural support of your plant. Because the plant is now focused on production, the branches will eventually carry a heavy physical weight burden. Install a sturdy cage or a vertical stake right next to the main stem. Tie the plant securely and lift any low-hanging branches away from the dirt. Branches resting in wet soil create a direct entry point for pests and soil-borne fungal pathogens that can weaken the entire plant. Securing the plant vertically keeps foliage dry and allows air circulation, ensuring the plant's energy isn't compromised by disease right before the harvest. Step 5 tackles a final hidden barrier. Often, healthy flowers appear and then simply fall off the plant because they were never successfully pollinated. Early in the morning, give the green stem holding the yellow flower clusters a light, gentle tap to release the pollen. Finally, apply a targeted round of nutrients to the soil. Add potassium and phosphorus sources, like banana peel compost or a small amount of wood ash. While the physical tap ensures the flower turns into a fruit, this final feed fuels the actual physical expansion of that fruit. The combination of manual pollination and targeted feeding removes the guesswork, ensuring that more flowers survive to reach their full size. Look at the completed setup. The plant is upright, pruned, mulched, and fed. Over the next few weeks, those small flowers will turn into dense green clusters. Eventually, the branches will fill with heavy, bright red fruits. This level of production comes from working with the plant's existing biology rather than relying on high-dose chemical fertilizers. The plant has shifted from a state of passive survival to one that prioritizes consistent, heavy fruiting. If you optimized your setup today, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're ready to learn another technique to increase your harvest, click the video on your screen right now.